Hey everyone, Harry here to talk about Mark Meadows' shocking move this morning. He is testifying in support of his own motion to remove his case to federal court. Let's talk first about why this is so shocking and why basically every pundit, me included, though I think I hedged more than some, thought this would not happen. So recall, Meadows has been indicted in Fulton County. Until now, he's pretty much skated from trouble in the January 6th committee and in the Jack Smith indictment, where he is not a named co-conspirator, but he helped somewhat. We don't know exactly, but he didn't fully cooperate. So now it comes to the Fulton County case where he's been charged full on, and he immediately, the day after, moved that case to federal court. You're probably familiar now with this concept of removal. And he just said, I have a right to remove, but the judge said, maybe you do. We need to have an evidentiary hearing. And the question arose, therefore, what will the evidence be? And everybody thought, well, it can't be Mark Meadows testifying, because if he does testify, he's subject to cross-examination, and he is, got all kinds. It's not clear, by the way. I've looked into this a little. It's possible he can still try to take the fifth on cross, but then I think it would totally pull the rug out from under his testimony on direct, because it would, the government would say we haven't had a chance to effectively rebut, so you should just ignore all this, judge. Anyway, why wouldn't he want to? Because on cross-examination, he could be asked all kinds of stuff that would involve incriminating information. What exactly did you tell Trump? And what happened January 6th, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. When you say, and this is the sort of core of his argument that they should remove the case, you, Mark Meadows, were acting under color of your office as chief of staff. So it was widely assumed that that would just be too risky for him, and that he would somehow try to put evidence in another way. I think it is very risky for him. No, we didn't miscalibrate that way. But I think Meadows, maybe long ago, with his very able counsel, George Terwilliger, and another one who's helping, a very good writer, a former Supreme Court Scalia clerk, concluded that they really need to push for immunity in federal court. So he's doing the first of a two-step. He's seeking removal, basically because he was acting under color of his office as chief of staff. And after that, he's going to seek immunity. And if he gets that, the Fulton County case goes away, and he has completed this improbable slalom course all the way. Now, what if he doesn't? What if he loses? Now he's back in Fulton County, or maybe he's in federal court, but without immunity, and he's very much hurting. He still, however, could try to cut a deal with both Smith and Fani Willis, and it wouldn't be as good a deal as he could have gotten before, but I think his calculation was, I'm going to go all in on my efforts to get immunity in Fulton County, and then I can maybe, completely elude the prospect of jail and all that comes with it. So that's why he takes the stand this morning, and everybody is sort of, dumbfounded and arrested with interest. So on direct, he's saying things that, like, I attended every meeting. I did, I followed Trump around. His basic idea is, even if Trump is acting politically, and even if he's breaking the law, it's the chief of staff's job to, to be with him, follow him, even if he's not supposed to do political conduct under the Hatch Act, which is a claim that the Georgia DA has made. He still has to shadow him. That's what it means to be the chief of staff. And if the court buys that proposition, he very possibly is able to remove the case, and then everything comes down to the effort for immunity. So this is a huge deal for him. Everything is on the line. So he's testifying, and the judge, Judge Jones in federal court, I think understands the stakes. He is letting, so Meadows has testified for half the day. It will continue into the afternoon. Both the government and defense, not defense, sorry, both the government and Meadows. Meadows is in a sense the moving party here, trying to get the case removed. We'll have a half-hour closing argument. It's like a mini trial with evidence and everything. And it'll be really, really dramatic to see the cross-examination by Fani Willis's prosecutors and what they can elicit. And once out, can't put it back. So, Meadows is in a position of potentially having to make some very incriminating admissions, and they'll be just hovering out there. And if he's indicted by Smith, or he's already been indicted by Willis, they could really come back to hurt him. This is high drama indeed. In fact, I'll be back to talk to you after we get Judge Jones's ruling, maybe as late as tomorrow. But this is the whole enchilada for Mark Meadows, and as a result, a big part of everything for the Trump cases as well. Talk to you later. Thanks for tuning in. If you enjoyed this video and other Talking Feds content, please take a second to like and subscribe. Talk to you later.